First, you hard boil your eggs.
It's so hot in here!
HobbyFamily HobbyFamilyTV!
Egg salad, yummy, yummy.
20 to 25 minutes seems to be the magical number for boiling eggs. I don't even care how many eggs you have. Reduce the boil, take it off the fire, and then add your eggs to a bowl of ice water. Helps release the shell from the egg very easily, and you won't have that weird skin that sometimes sticks to it.
I love egg salad.
Also, it cools down the eggs, so they're a little bit easier to handle and touch for peeling. Make sure to use tongs so you won't burn your hands. Just let them set in there while you're chopping up your ingredients, which we're gonna do right now. We're gonna cut up some olives.
All of you, Hobby Mom.
Aw, all of you too.
I'm probably gonna only cut up about 3 olives. Next up, pickles. I love this brand because they're nice and crunchy. We love pickles in our egg salad, so I'm gonna put in probably about 5, maybe 6 of these.
How do pickles enjoy a day out? They relish it.
It adds a lot of texture, and pickles are just really good for you. Cut it into quarters.
How does a cucumber become a pickle? It goes through a jarring experience.
What's a pickle's favorite show? Dill or no dill?
Celery, of course. This is what gives it its amazing crunch, and you can use it like a spoon to eat the egg salad. Now figure about 1 celery per person and then add in a couple more. Cut it down the middle and then chop off the very end right there.
What vegetable might you find in your basement? A celery. Get it? Celery.
I used to have a job eating vegetables. I hated it, but the celery was good. Get it? Celery.
Why were all the other vegetables afraid of celery? Because celery stops.
Once you get to the end, the pieces are real fat, so I cut them lengthwise. That way it keeps the celery pieces really small and easily edible. One of my favorite ingredients, cilantro. Cilantro is so good for you. This adds a nice little flavor, a kick, a spice. I go ahead and start from the top and work my way down to the stems.
Why did Snow White call her chicken Egg White?
We do like to use the heart of the celery. The little leaves blend in with the cilantro that we'll be putting in just a minute.
What did the bunny ask for his boss for? A raisin celery.
It adds texture, and this is actually great to put into soups too. I make sure to wash each piece of celery individually because dirt can hide inside here. And you can use a veggie wash just to make sure. And also you can put in some jalapeno peppers for those who like it a little bit spicy.
What does a nosy pepper always do? It's jalapeno business.
Using a different cutting board, especially wooden cutting boards, they do absorb the flavor of onions and garlic.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Onion.
Onion who?
Onion mark, get set, go.
I'm going to cut the very end off. Ew, look at that nasty little guy. Going to peel the most outer layer of an onion. I like to chop it in half and then in thirds. 1, 2, 3.
My girlfriend has tears in her eyes when I ask her to marry me. She has probably a close with the onion ring.
And you start crying when you cut onions. Here is a hobby hot tip. Pop your head in the freezer very briefly. The cold air, for some reason, with your tear ducts, just absolutely works and dries up your tears.
What can you make from beans and onions? Tear gas.
My friends told me that the onion is the only food that makes you cry. So I broke his nose with a coconut. Okay, I didn't really do that, but you get it, right?
For all you meat eaters out there, you can get some stale bacon that maybe you had from the day before, you stuck it in the fridge. Now you're like, what do I do with it? Well, you can add just a little bit for flavor, crunch up your own bacon bits, and add it to your bowl. The best way I figured out how to crack a hard-boiled egg is you slam it on the bottom, you slam it on the top, and then you roll it, putting a little bit of pressure. The eggshell peels off, smooth as butter. Look at that. Boom. Now you can use a knife to chop up the egg, or what I prefer, it's a lot faster, is to get an egg slicer. You can get this about anywhere. Target, Amazon, Walmart. It slices right through the egg, like so. You pick up your sliced egg, open it up, and turn it the other way. Slice it again.
How did the egg cross the road? Scramble!
How do comedians like their eggs? Funny side up.
Next up, the moist maker. If you're looking for an alternative for mayo, simply because you want to cut down on calories, then I highly recommend Veganese. This is the only mayo alternative I will ever have.
I have a horse named Mayo. Yeah, sometimes mayonnaise. Yay!
You can also get soy-free for those that are sensitive to soy. Personally, I love to use a pretty stiff silicone type spatula for scooping out the mayo, or in this case, the Veganese. Start with one scoop and then you work your way up.
How do monsters like their eggs? Terrify.
Can season it with your traditional salt and pepper, or you can use Nature's Seasons. This is one of my favorite. I am also going to add pepper to it because I do like to have a little bit of spice to my food. This is why I like having a spatula, because the edges of your bowl can be really clean and it's so easy to mix it. This is one of my favorite spoons.
I'm delicious.
You can either use toast or you can use hamburger buns and toast them. You can use crackers of any kind to eat with the egg salad. And for all you low carbies out there, you can even use this as your spoon.
Did you hear the joke about the broken egg? It cracked me up.
Make sure to leave us your comments of your favorite recipes, or what you would do differently with this, or what you would like to add or subtract to it. We'd love to hear your comments. I'm HobbyMom. Thanks for joining. We interrupt the show to tell you some exciting news. Guess what, guys? We are now on Cameo. You can go to cameo.com or download the app for free. Parents, this means that you can request to send a personal message by Hobby Family, the Hobby Kids, to someone you know, someone you love, a friend. It could be your son, your daughter, whoever. We will personalize it with the details that you enter and get that message straight back out to you. Make sure you guys check it out today. And now back to your regularly programmed show.